Hi, in this video I am going to discuss with binary adder and subtractor circuit. Generally, the subtraction can be performed with the 2's complement method. The 2's complement method can be obtained by taking 1's complement and add 1 to the least significant bits. Then the 1's complement can be implemented with the inverters and 1 can be added to the sum through input carry. Then generally subtraction of unsigned binary numbers can be done easily with the complement methods. Now this is the block diagram for 4-bit binary adder and subtractor circuit. In this circuit we can implement adder as well as subtractor. Here the two inputs are considered as A and B. The input A is A3, A2, A1 and A0 and input B is considered as B3, B2, B1 and B0. The outputs are some S0, S1, S2, S3 and C. Now we are going to implement this combination into the circuits. So this is 4-bit binary adder subtractor. So 4 full adder circuit is used. And from the full adder circuit, the outputs are sum S0, S1, S2 and S3. And the inputs are A0 and B0. And the input carry is C0. And each full adder, the output carry is propagated to the next stage. So the first full adder, the output carry is C1. And the second full adder, the output carry is C2. And the third full adder, the output carry is C3. And fourth full adder, the output carry is C4. That is the final carry. And this circuit M will control the operation of the circuit. When M is equal to 0, this circuit is works as an adder. When M is equal to 1, this circuit acts as an subtractor. Now this XOR gate is used to find the overflow present in the circuit. So here first let's see the addition mode. The M controls the operation of the whole circuit. When M is equal to 0, the whole circuit acts as an adder, and M is equal to 1, it acts as a subtractor. And the XOR gate output. Now let's see, when M is equal to addition is performed. So, so the input at this point is B exclusive 0, that is equal to B. So now 0 exclusive 0 is equal to 0, that's equal to B. And 1 exclusive 0 is equal to 1, that is B. That means when B exclusive 0 is equal to B, so in the full adder circuit, the inputs are A and B. That's why when M is equal to 0, the B input is considered as B. So it acts as a normal full adder circuit and the input carry is equal to M, that is equal to 0. When M is equal to 1, subtraction is performed. How subtraction is performed is when M is equal to 1, B is exclusively or with 1, that is equal to B bar. Then this 1's complement value is added with 1 to get the 2's complement answer. So now the full adder will perform the subtraction operations. When M is equal to 1, the circuit acts as a subtractor. Now let's see, at this point when M is equal to 1, we will get B complement value. That is, it will the output at this location is 1's complement of B. So this 1's complement value is added with 1 to get the 2's complement answer. So now the full adder will perform A plus 2's complement of B value. So it acts as an subtractor. And this circuit is to detect the overflow conditions. This is a 4-bit binary adder, so the output should be within 4 bits. If it is exceeded the 4 bit, the overflow detector will indicate with high value. When two numbers with n digits are added, then the sum is occupying n plus 1 digits. In these conditions, we are saying overflow occurred. This is true for binary or decimal numbers in signed or unsigned form. Overflow is a problem in digital computers because the number of bits that hold the number is finite and a result that contains n plus 1 bits that cannot be accommodated by an n bit for. For this reason, many computers detect the occurrence of an overflow, and when it occurs, a corresponding flip-flop is set and can be checked by the user. In the case of signed number, two things are important. The leftmost bit always represents the sign and negative numbers are in 2's complement form. When the two signed numbers are added, the sign bit is treated as part of the number and the end carry does not indicate an overflow. When two signed binary numbers plus 70 and plus 80 are stored in two 8-bit registers, the range of numbers that each register can accommodate is from binary plus 127 to binary minus 128. Since the sum of the two numbers is plus 150, it exceeds the capacity of 8-bit register. That is the 8-bit register capacity is plus 127 to minus 128, but the result is plus 150. It exceeded plus 127. So in this condition, carries exist. If both the numbers are positive or both the numbers are negative, the result should be larger than the inputs. So generally an overflow is occurred. These two inputs are given to the XOR gate in the circuit diagram that represents and that's it, indicates the overflow occur in the circuit. Thank you.